This week we are talking about shapes. Any kind of shapes. Can you name a shape? Square, circle, a diamond, a trapezoid, an octagon. We're going to be reading a story called Mouse Shapes, and then we are going to be using our own shapes that we create to create anything we want out of it. So we're going to have to arrange and glue shapes to create a picture. It's going to be like a puzzle. Super fun, and it's going to exercise your brain in a new way. Can't wait to see what shape creation you make. Let's get started. For this project, you'll need a pencil. You're going to need some scrap paper. It could be painted paper, construction paper, white paper. You're going to need a white piece of paper, a glue stick, some scissors. You're going to need some heart to put in your art. So go ahead and hit the pause button and let's get started. First direction's always the same. Pick up your pencil and write your name, because no name, no fame. Go ahead and flip your paper like a pancake. You can hold it the tall way or the long way, whatever you decide. If you don't have colored paper, you could use your crayons to color it white paper. So I just did that. I'm going to use that piece too, but I have all this scrap paper from previous projects that we've done this year that I've saved. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to just take a scrap piece of paper and you're going to draw some shapes on it. You're going to do this on several different pieces of paper. You can draw the same shapes over, or you can draw shapes that are different. I could just use these as shapes because they're rectangles. Maybe I want a triangle. Remember to draw big because you want your shapes to be able to fill up your space. So on this paper that I made, I'm going to draw another triangle on it. And I'll cut out that shape later. Let's see, I've got this really cool painted paper. I'm going to flip it over on the back and draw my shape. Here we go, did another circle. Cool. You want to have about 5 or 6, maybe 7 shapes. After you've got them all drawn on your paper, you're going to want to cut them out. So use your scissors to cut them out, your different shapes. You could save your scrap paper. Maybe we'll use it for another project later. I decided to cut out a few more shapes because I want to use more in my composition. So what you're going to do now is you're just going to set your scrap paper aside and really focus on your shapes and your white paper, and you're going to arrange them like a puzzle into an image. Maybe you want to build a rocket ship with your shapes. Maybe you want to recreate that robot that you drew earlier this year with your shapes. Maybe you're going to create a dinosaur. But what you're going to do is you're just going to lay out your shapes first to try to create something with them. It can literally be anything. A water fountain, a plant. You could do yourself. You could do a mouse. This looks like Mickey Mouse, what I'm doing. I think I'm going to try to make a cat. So I'm going to arrange my shapes on my paper first. I'm not gluing yet because I want to be able to see if I can move them around. And then once I have them figured out, I'll take my glue stick and glue them down. Maybe I want my cat to be on its side walking. You can always cut more shapes as you go, as you decide what kind of composition you're going to be making. So I'm just cutting out some smaller shapes for my cat's facial features and feet. Once I've done that, I'm going to go ahead and take my glue stick and I'm going to glue him down, taking each individual piece and gluing it to my paper. I always take my paper and kind of shake it a little bit to make sure everything's glued down. Remember, a little is a lot when you use glue. I'm going to take a black marker and just create a little bit more details for my cat's face. using lines and shapes that we've talked about in the past. You could decorate yours with colored markers. Maybe you have crayons and you want to create some little patterns or designs on your creation. Since I do have crayons and my background's a little bit boring, I'm going to take my crayons and add some more details to the back of my kitten's design. This will make him look like he's grounded and standing on things. If you have paint, you could also use paint to paint your background. I'm just going to do some little fun designs and create a little background to make him look like he's actually standing on the ground. I hope that you have fun with this project, and I can't wait to see what your shapes create. Remember to upload a picture or a short video on the canvas so that I can connect with you and see your art. Have fun!